Alright then, it is Friday, and I have to say, hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Once again, hello from the Friday stream day, or I guess stream night, or whatever. Yes, but I am here standing in the nuclear power plant because it is finally time to turn this thing on. Hopefully JD Cool will be here. He's in the Discord call with me, but I gotta have wait. I'm gonna try waiting for him to join the game before we turn this on, because this stuff is gonna be real fun. Anyhow, since the last stream, a little bit of stuff has happened. Realistically, not that much, because the next step is literally turning on this power plant, and I really wanted to do that on stream, so hello. Let's see. It is kind of big, though. It takes a while to get to the other side of the factory. To show off what's gone on, there's a bunch of trains off in the distance, as we know, because last episode we did the whole thing with trains. But more importantly, I have put in the last train, that is the uranium train. There is radiation pouring out from over here. I do have filters on. I'm going to need to grab some more of them. I've upgraded most of the belts over here to a higher tier that hopefully will mean that we're not going to have any interruptions in power. But yeah. Yeah, and I've also spent some time first of all, coloring each of the trains so I can tell at a glance which train each is, or which line each train's on. And then I've also spaced out the, those trains, the line 1 trains, the longest one. And it looks like, at least from what I was able to tell last, that it's basically, where's resources, that's the biggest one. That it, for the most part, looks like the spacing has generally worked for spacing the trains out, so that is good. That will help us in the future. Now, additionally, the other thing that I've done around here is this line of filters. I've split off from the filter supply line over that way. Oop. And I've brought a line of filters over here into the factory to that storage crate right there, nearby where the radiation is really going to start kicking in case you're in the factory and run out, so that you have a much closer location you can go get filters, instead of having to run all the way back across the factory, which maybe you're going to die by then. Who knows? Now, actually, another interesting thing about the uranium that I found out is, see, we have this the belt of uranium is coming through over this way. And I'm not getting irradiated standing right here. Which is strange, because, you know, this is real exposed uranium on the belt. If I picked this up, I would be irradiated. But I'm just chilling right here. No problem. Oh, that's kind of a mistake. So, yeah. But hang on. Hang on. However, if I were to go near that storage container there, I would get radiation. So uranium is only really a problem for becoming radioactive in large doses, like what's stored in that container there. You see, I'm actually pretty far away from that, and that is, yeah, it does go up above as well. But we're gonna have much bigger sources of radiation in this factory, anyway. So yeah, currently this uranium is actually not a problem as the belt right now. It's the stuff stored in the train station there and that storage container up there that is currently causing it. Anyhow, let's talk to JRD Cool then and see how he's doing. Hello JRD, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Let's see.
Okay.
So you're ready to get this factory online shortly?
Sure. Just trying to figure everything out. Something else.
Yep. Quickly for my stream, I gotta get some water out of my fridge because my cup is completely empty right now. And specifically the fridge, because that's where we cool down the water. Alright then. Running into the closet, running into the green screen. Oh no, everything is bad. Oh yeah, also, it has snowed quite intensely in the later half of today. As in while I was eating dinner. a not insignificant layer of snow formed everywhere. And they haven't plowed it yet, so... yeah. And when they plow, they heave gobs and gobs of road salt onto every footpath everywhere, and then you track that all over the indoors of every single building ever. It's great. So great. Anyhow, just to recap some of the statistics of this factory, it should be able to... we got... wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3... we have like 35 nuclear reactors here that's going to produce like 85 gigawatts or something like that. I don't entirely remember. Outside the factory here we have a bunch of power storage, which should hopefully mean that while this factory is booting up, we're never going to lose power. Actually, we can see exactly what the power consumption of the factory right next to all these reactors is. It is... theoretically, at most, which hopefully it never is like 100% all at once, but there's a chance that it could hit that at some point, 22,000 megawatts, which is, let's see, math time. So 345 divided by 200, or 226. Oh, I did that division wrong. I did the division wrong again. Okay. That is 65%. The max consumption of this is 65% of all the power that we're currently generating. And that doesn't account for anything else that's currently running, like the trains or the miners that feed this whole monster. So, it's going to be interesting. Interesting indeed. So now we're waiting on Jared Cool to flip the switch.
Oh, so you're gonna do that? Alright, gonna move myself off my bridge in Minecraft, anyways.
As you can see, there's a lot of trains coming in. Oh, there's a radioactive train. Bright green, as you should expect. There goes. But yeah, the number of trains coming through here at times like this can be a lot. But it makes sense. We have a lot of resources that need to come and go with relative frequency. I mean, it is cool to see like a whole like operating train network with frequent train deliveries. Trains come and go. I mean, theoretically they're gonna be... I would say theoretically they're gonna be empty when they leave, but actually probably not. I mean, maybe they will be. But they're probably not going to be particularly empty when they leave. They're probably going to still have some resources on them when they leave. Apart from that train, of course. Yeah. Yeah, this intersection here is definitely the biggest bottleneck in the system. Okay, there's the uranium train. That train is quite radioactive if you happen to be standing outside next to it. Or even in a hypertube near. I don't know how the radiation penetrates the hypertubes, but dang. See, that got stopped there, and another train's leaving right now. See, this is where slowdowns happen, because that intersection gets blocked right up there by all the trains passing through it. And then we get backups coming down here. And then these trains specifically have 2 locomotives, because they won't be able to accelerate up the slope otherwise from a dead stop, which this guy was just at a dead stop. Looks like they got out of it just fine, though. Yes, it certainly is a glorious train system. Yeah, I can also... Here, I will... I don't know, actually, wait. Crap, I don't think there's an easy way to do this thing. I'm gonna switch over to my face real quick here while I go pull up the stats on how good of a... or how extreme of a factory this is. We can hopefully go back to this just fine right now. Hey, there's Jared Cool. Blank has joined the game. Satisfactory spreadsheet. Don't know what screen this is going to open up on. We will see.
Alright.
Okay, it's going to open up over there. Right, I'll just quickly, before we flip the switch, I will just quickly go through the amount of materials that this factory theoretically consumes. Actually, I'm not going to do a little bit away from the train set. The trains are loud. So, this factory, when running at peak operating efficiency, will consume 713 water per minute, 626 limestone per minute, 1,466.66 SAM per minute, 2,509 iron ore per minute, 1,035.5 coal per minute, 1,914.66 copper ore per minute, 432 caterium ore, 265 nitrogen gas. Oh, hello there. 176.5 raw quartz, 300 sulfur, 96 crude oil, 400 uranium, and 173 bauxite per minute. All of that.
Holy.
What? Oh. Oh, you're on top of me, so I can't sprint. Oh.
It's freaking laggy. Like, I move when you turn when you turn. Oh,
Kill this
no. That I think is like lower. Oh, that was lowering my frame rate.
Well, I can't jump when you're on top of me.
And how big is this battery storage? Alright, we tell us.
The switch is over this way. Oh yeah, we should probably grab some of the iodine infused filters before this thing kicks off here.
How am I doing on this?
Just grab a couple more, fill my inventory. We should be relatively safe over here, but whenever the uranium train comes by, that doses you with radiation. Alright, ready?
How much is it producing?
I mean, you can see how much we have. 21,000 megawatt hours of storage on the network.
3, 2, 1.
Look at that. Oh, and as our uranium train goes by. Okay, I'm gonna go. Actually, yeah, watch the power draw there. Actually, you can watch this from anywhere. As the orange line. Well, it will take a moment, as we got to have all the smelters are theoretically running. What? Oh no! Fuck.
What messed up?
I think part of the fact that I had some issues with iron ore. We turn off the fact. Actually, yeah, turn it off quickly.
Okay.
I think I know what the issue is here, which is going to be very annoying to sort out. Specifically with the copper things, because I accidentally sent iron into these things at one point, and I think that's screwed with all the inputs because they have copper ore on the belt, but there might be an iron there, so I have to delete all the conveyor belts. All right.
Power's off.
Here. I'll put some of this here.
The primary network is alive. That was using power. Not much power, but some power.
Well, yeah, because it was basically just all the smelters running, because nothing else had a chance to kick on yet.
Yep.
Yeah, the fact that, some of these still have an iron ore that I couldn't just take off the belt, that's the problem. That's why these copper miners got screwed there.
Alright.
I don't think that's going to be a problem anywhere else. Oh, my inventory's...
That's mine in the smelter.
Oh yeah, the smelter.
Alright. So... And yeah. The truck set up.
Gotta delete. Cool. I gotta delete all these belts, and then I gotta place them all back. Well, all the belts that go into the smelters. At very least. Great. Let's remove the foreign contaminants from my inventory again.
Foreign contamination.
Oh.
see you added a second engine for one of these trains.
All of them, basically.
Oh, really?
As I was saying earlier in the stream, they can stop. There's a chance that if the intersection at the top of this hill here is busy, they'll have to stop on the hill behind another train. And one engine doesn't have enough power to hoist or to start the train moving on the hill from a dead stop.
These trains are sitting here. They're not.
Yeah, I found that out after coming back to the server at one point. Oh, I am lagging. Yeah, I found that after coming back to the server after I started putting in trains, and all the trains were just stuck here. So I was like, ah. Good thing I only had, like, one train line in it, which didn't actually affect anything. Okay. Finally got back to the point where we can...
Alright, let me know when you're ready for me to throw the switch.
Gotta finish the belts. So I ran out of inventory space to hold the belt materials, so I had to... Oh. Okay.
Is your uranium train literally only one car long?
Yep.
Huh.
Don't need much for the uranium train.
Okay.
One resource, which is not even at the capacity of a tier 4 belt, so just have 2 trains running on the track, and it satisfies all the demand that we could ever need. Okay, once all the...
Let me know when you're ready for me to throw it.
Wait for the copper to stop moving. Alright, hit it! There we go, now they're all producing.
Oh, from about just shy of 12,000 megawatts.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, a lot of this copper just runs into the copper powder.
Up to a peak of like 19 megawatts.
Okay. Mind you, a lot of the heavy stuff hasn't kicked into gear yet. To be fair, all these crafters and smelters and assemblers, they are barely anything in terms of the power. The real heavy stuff, which gets more over towards the reactors in this direction, use a lot of power. These things, to be fair, use a fair amount of power, and they fluctuate power. A lot of the heavy things don't consistently use power. They have, like, an average power usage. I've gone off with their maximum power usage when I've calculated things, because that's better safe than sorry.
400 megawatts?
Yeah, 400 megawatts maximum. It's, like, an average of, like, 200, because it goes between, like, 0 and...
Well, I say it's about 250, because it sits at 250 at idle.
Oh, yeah. I guess, yeah. Yeah, and also a large part, again, I'm into the radioactive zone over here, because there's already got concrete over this way. This stuff's probably going to stack up, because that concrete is going to, oh yeah, this thing is like, this is probably the biggest energy draw right now, because this is, oh no, it's only 438 max.
No, I'm standing on OBR rise. Drawing 0.1 megawatts at idle, it goes between 500 and 1500 megawatts.
I don't think that's the max. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have something in the back here that does way more. Try 2000.
Where?
Yeah. All the way in the back. And we have 2 of them. Stupid hitbox.
Oh, these things.
Yep.
Quantum encoders.
I mean, these things are effectively necessary. I mean, these things produce the very last piece of the puzzle, which is necessary to make sure that we don't have waste. Which I've seen a lot of people who just build very large blocks of storage to store all their nuclear waste in. Which,
well, they already got photonic matter apparently.
Yeah. The reason why oh yeah, no, that stuff's just made out of basically pure energy. The reason why we basically needed to go all the way to the very last step of nuclear here is because this server basically runs 24/7, which means that it's really infeasible to store nuclear power because at some point we're just going to run out. We're just going to run out of storage when we're not online, and then everything's going to break. So a plant that could just run indefinitely without any human intervention is kind of necessitated, required, whatever you call it. Alright.
The necessities of BS belong to you.
Okay, so the uranium, whatever the fuck these things are called, what are these called? Uranium fuel cells, which, okay, encased industrial beams and electromagnetic control rods are realistically what we're waiting on production of right now. And all of those things are, well, being constructed at one point or another from a whole assembly line worth of, I think I'm getting, whatever, doesn't matter. Stuff. Here's some encased industrial beams coming down the line.
So how do the back reactors out here get their water?
Look underneath.
Well, the pipes don't have water. It's literally directly below them or something.
Yep, that's the idea.
Okay, then why aren't these getting... what? This has no flow.
Is it full?
The pipes go here. They go above the ground and the water's not there.
Oh, god dang it. Wait, okay, well, good thing those things are going to take a while to get into action and operation.
Why the hell is it doing that?
Doing what?
Why the hell is it just like sitting there, not moving water?
Well, it's because of... oh. Wait, no. So which ones? This here? Yeah, no, this is full.
All the ones back there.
Hold on. Let me look underneath and see what's going on. Yeah, it appears some weird, fishy stuff. Yeah, all the ones back here seem to be bad. Breaking and replacing the pipe doesn't, I don't think is going to help.
Well, theoretically speaking, it shouldn't. How it is shouldn't be the problem. Because there should be more than enough headroom.
Yeah, I do agree there should be more than enough headlift. This pump isn't doing anything.
Yeah, the pump, everything like above the pump. Like I said, the pump is sitting idle. It's got...
there's water right above this.
Yeah, so all this pipe is fine. You go above that pipe, and there doesn't exist. There's no water. Little to no in these pipes. That's why I'm like, is it just gonna be literally just like...
Try upgrading it. I doubt that's gonna have anything to do with it.
Nope.
Here, let's try. Oh. I'm gonna try. Oh, there it goes. What'd you do?
Yeah, break and replace.
Okay, well, then we gotta go do that for a bunch of these, because I think that's a pretty common thing in the back here.
Yeah.
This game, man, this game.
It could just be, this has been sitting here for so long, and it's not being used, so we have a shortcut.
Should have had some in it, though.
Some of them have, like, slight amounts of water in them.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
I was saying, with the way it was looking, it was likely that a break in place was what's needed.
thought you tried that though.
No, I didn't. It was the first time I tried it, and you were just like, "Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work."
Like, I thought you were trying that when I came over there. Okay. Well, no
I hadn't gotten to it yet.
wait, what did I just?
It was like the next thing.
All right. Well, hopefully it's all gonna work now. We can. I think that it was. I think the first tier was. Oh no, the back of the first tier here at least is not fine. Because yeah, the first tier, the uranium is what does the most actual power output on this. There's 20 reactors on the uranium tier here, and then it goes down subsequently. And each stage of processing for the fuel, for the resources, takes more and more power,
Yes?
more and more energy, to the point where on the final tier, the Fixonium, it actually consumes way more. The processing into Fixonium consumes way more power than is actually generated from consuming the Fixonium. That it turns out we don't, or that it's mostly there so that we can never have to deal with running out of supplies for the nuclear stuff. Okay, I think this row is fine.
I wonder if it might have been a load unload thing.
Maybe.
So it's like, yeah, this is a problem because it's like just outside of the loaded area, and so flipping the switch like we'll have it so it's okay. There's nothing in this. It will just shortcut.
But there should have been something at least the pipes before the reactor.
Well, that's where I'm like, there's a transition between the pipe the pump is attached to and the overground, and it was like at that transition that the problem was.
Okay. Well, let's see. What
So
is...
it's just like, well, we're not gonna we're suppressing updates to these pipes because nothing's happening.
Alright, electromagnetic control rods. That's what we're waiting on right now to get power production started. That is crafted right here, I want to say? Yes, AI limiters. Which are going to be on the bottom belts. AI limiters are waiting on the copper sheets. Copper sheets are top belt here. Why is there nothing on the copper sheet belt? Ah, there's a belt missing.
Oh. Oh no.
Wait, what? No, wait. Wait, hang on. What? Oh wait, I think the belt pseudo exists. Hang on. It's like the belt half exists, I think, at that point. It's not rendered, but I think this belt is just glitched.
Where are you? Copper sheeting's here.
It is? Oh, wait, no, it's just not rendering on the belts for me. Wait. Hang on, what?
There's copper sheeting on the belt for me.
Wait, after the break, is there copper sheeting on the belt? No, there's not. So the break...
Hold on, where are you?
There's a glitch in the belt here. The server thinks the belt exists, but it doesn't.
Here, different copper sheet.
Where are you? No, here.
Oh, well, I was looking at the wrong copper sheet belt. I was looking at a different copper sheet belt. There is, yeah, there's nothing on the belt.
There is, but it's just not rendering. But no, look where I am, Jaredy. Like literally where I am.
Yes, I see. There's a break there.
But is there? Did you see us?
I don't know.
Did you watch me? Watch me. Okay, you watching?
No, I'm not over there.
Well, get over here and watch, because the issue is right here. This belt's bugged. where did that... Oh, there's... There we go. Okay. Okay. This should work now. I think my game just crashed. Wonderful. Nope. Nope. Maybe not. Maybe it's just freezing.
No. You're here.
Okay. The game was just freezing. That was weird. Alright. This should kick off power generation then. Is there supposed to be stuff on these belts? Perhaps.
Alright, we'll see if that phantom belt is still there later.
Oh, it's been there for a long time, so I assume it probably will be. There forever, basically.
Well, have we restarted though?
Yes. Yes, we have. I restarted the server today. Before the stream. Wait. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Oh, it's very radioactive around here. What? No. That's only near where we store the uranium.
So I think what that's going on, not progress because the visual is not had to catch up with the.
It is definitely bugged. Like, I don't doubt that is.
Bugged. It's fucking satisfactory. Multiplayer is relatively buggy.
I mean, maybe loading in single player would show that, but like the server only the server let me connect to that one side.
Say again?
The server let me connect to only one of those conveyor poles. The other one it didn't let me connect to.
But then when you did that, I was able to connect a belt to the other one and I deleted it.
Very strange. This belt's not meant to have much on it. Okay, let's see. Oh, I think... Hey, I don't know. Where's that? Oh, wait, that's for these things. Yeah, the pressure conversion. Wait, so do we have a reactor? Are any of the reactors running just yet?
Oh,
no, they're not.
Okay, the pressure conversion cubes are coming.
Yeah, they're coming. The supply chain is slow on that end.
Yeah.
I mean, considering parts of the supply chain we're already having a little bit of issue with here. So the copper sheets are flowing in.
I can't tell if it just hadn't gotten to here yet, which actually seems like it has. It's just slow, or if it's...
Well, the one input for it is very slow.
Yeah, the RCUs.
Yeah. Alright, so AI limiters are finally getting to electromagnetic control rods.
They're not even producing at the rate necessary to...
Oh gosh, dang it. Are there inputs causing problems?
I don't know.
It's probably just that it hasn't ramped up yet. I'm going to blame the fact that it hasn't ramped up yet.
Oh, computers are going slow.
Yeah, computers are taking their time from their various inputs that are slowly trickling in.
Circuit boards, I think, are the slowest factor for that.
I mean, everything should be theoretically at their correct ratios here. Maybe I missed something, but everything should theoretically be going on. It might be that I've had to split things in a weird ratio that isn't quite right at some point, which I can definitely see that I've done that. It would make sense.
What?
Yeah, my control rods are finally being produced.
Weird. One of these circuit board machines is doing really good on copper, and the other is not getting enough.
Is the one that's doing good downclocked?
Possible. Yeah, like majorly.
Makes sense then. It's probably not gonna get good until the one machine that's downclocked is probably full. So that's probably what's going on there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. In come the electromagnetic control rods.
Could have even done a 2/3 to 1/3 split on this, and it would have helped.
Yeah, I mean, especially some places I really did not have the space to
I mean, it's not even. It's like it's even worse than that. It's like 6% or 6.66666% clock speed. Half of a circuit board per minute. Really? We needed exactly 8 circuit boards per minute.
Yep.
And instead of downclocking them to do 4 and 4, you did 7.5 and 0.5.
Yeah, that's just kind of. I mean, they do just get merged together. So like, if you wanted to, you could rebalance them.
I think that would be better for them, honestly.
I was just building stuff with the more literal way, based off what the spreadsheet was telling me to do. Other than that, it looks like a lot of these resources are going in just fine.
Alright then.
Okay, the control rods are entering the fuel rod crafters. The fuel rods are very radioactive. Or fairly radioactive. Very radioactive is what we get at the end. Of course, they do get split. The control rods do get split down a ways because there's a bunch of machines. I think there's 10 machines here that we have to feed. So, like, you know.
Alright, yeah, I think...
Splitting down by fifths was annoying.
Okay. This is going to help stabilize this whole production line.
Okay.
So we'll be producing a proper 8 per minute. And it'll have it so... This way, because you do have the 50-50 splitter there, for both the things, for both the plastic and the copper sheeting, so this will just work a lot better. The ratios are exact. You don't have to wait for one to fill up.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that would have been a potential strategy to deal with having to split things into fifths, would just be have, like, a 6th machine and downclock all of them slightly so I could split things better. That would have been, I guess, a strategy, but...
I didn't even think about that until looking at that, but I think what made me think of that was how ridiculous it was to have one machine doing, like, half of a fucking item per minute.
Yeah. Alright.
Well, you just need half of an item per minute. Why not just completely load balance these things and downclock them both?
It takes 150 seconds. That's 2.5 minutes. So it takes 2.5 minutes to make, what, 1. To make 1 fuel rod.
I will say the other acceptable thing would have been to slightly overclock a single machine.
Yeah, but that's less feasible because I'd have to get power shards and screw with all that stuff.
You literally just need a single power shard.
It is. I mean, yes, but if I did that, if I had to replicate this stuff across the rest of the factory and.
Yes, replicate across the whole factory, yes. But for that specific instance, there's more than one way to look at it.
Yeah, I guess. But anyhow, that's the way. This is the way I did it. If I was to do this again, I'd probably want to look into what alternate recipes I could use to reduce the amount of crafting and stuff. But let's be real, I'm never doing nuclear power again, unless they may give it some sort of benefit or something in the future. Because, like, this was a pain to do all this.
What, isn't like 30 gigawatts enough? Benefit enough?
Yeah, but for the same amount of effort using turbo fuel or rocket fuel, I could have gotten probably a lot more power. With a lot less power being consumed by the production of the fuel itself.
Maybe it'll be like that sometimes, don't it?
Oh, okay. The first fuel rod has been produced. And it's going here, probably, maybe. Does take a long time for the nuclear power plants to actually churn through a single nuclear fuel rod, which is why we have so many of the power plants.
Fix it. by exterminating the human race.
Is this thing radioactive to stand? No. I can stand right on top of the uranium fuel rod on the belt, and they're not getting radiated at all. I'm sure putting it in my inventory... No. I mean, putting this in my inventory I'd get irradiated, but just standing on top of this thing is fine. No radiation at all. Hey, there's another one right over there. Now, into the reactor this thing goes. Oh wait, another reactor's already turned on. LOL. I didn't see that one.
Alright, and we are now in circuit boards at a rate where this computer machine should not shut down. Hopefully.
Oh yeah. What? Look at that production go. The production of uranium go up there. And we have nuclear waste being produced already.
Well, I take it back. Yes, we're still getting like slight reductions, valleys, but they should be like relatively well spaced out now.
This
where
is
it's like
very compared to the amount of nuclear waste that's going to be thrown out of the system eventually. This ain't much. But the capacities that we're going to have to handle are still very high.
oh, exact circuit boards are loading.
Alright. Find a power pole here, and I'm in the radiated zone. Okay, we are closing in on producing as much power as we could theoretically consume. Thankfully, it doesn't look like we need to dip into the batteries at all, which is good. But obviously, we're nowhere near our total power production here. So we only have like 2 generators. Really? Only 2? I thought I saw. Oh, there's. Yeah, these are tier 1 belts, so the rods proliferate slowly. We're gonna have a 3rd generator coming online shortly here.
No.
And a 4th, actually. It will take a long time to ramp this whole power plant up to production. There's going to definitely be, or to peak production, there's going to be a lot of fluctuations in the overall supply value produced. Alright. There's more generators in action. We are now producing more power than we could potentially consume if we ran the entire factory, every single part of it, at peak usage.
Okay, yeah, I have actually noticed a slight problem with your iron plate system.
Oh?
Or a small portion of it. One of these, which splits off to 3... did you properly account for the fact that none of these iron plate machines are actually running at proper speed?
What?
Or you're doing 3 off of 1 belt at the 60, which technically to power all these properly you need 90.
30 into oh.
I don't know if it's just you did tier 1 belts here, which should have been tier 2. This is tier 2. Isn't it? No, that's a Mark 1 belt.
Oh, I don't have enough to upgrade it. Can you upgrade this belt here, Jeremy?
No, I don't have the material.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I don't have the reinforced iron plates.
I mean, yeah, we had to Mark 3 in, but yeah. Okay, I will go back to the main factory, get reinforced iron plates.
Cause that was a slight oversight.
Yeah, those were definitely supposed to be tier 2 belts. Because there's a Mark 3 belt going in.
Alright, I got the center one because it only needed 1 and I had 1 reinforced iron plate on it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this doesn't seem right. These
Definitely
are like not being properly fed. None of it's underclocked. I would expect if it's not supposed to be fully fed, you'd underclock it.
Yeah, definitely an oversight there. I've definitely made a miscalculation or two somewhere. I was like, oh no, wait, that should have been a higher tier belt. Like, I know I was struggling when it came to the concrete crafting section. I definitely struggled with pairing up those in the limestone inputs.
Yeah.
That was a pain.
Some case initial beams right here.
Yeah, I dropped those out of my inventory to make space for stuff. There's a huge pile of cladded aluminum sheets underneath the map. Or underneath the, or in the bowels of the power plant. Because I needed to get them out of my inventory to make space for other stuff. I had to upgrade a lot of belts to higher throughput belts to make sure we hit all the inputs from the trains ran smoothly and never ran dry, theoretically.
I thought they're gonna run dry at the moment.
Hopefully the trains are all settled.
Oh, okay, that's why this is off. Off because whatever it's going to.
Alright, I'm on my way back. Nice peaceful trip through the hypertube across the map at speeds that the game would rather not have me going.
We break the game breaks itself in one way, we decide we're gonna break it in a completely different way that benefits us.
Yep. I can see all the trains coming in here as I approach the factory.
A nice candy cane colored natural gas pipeline.
Yeah.
Or not natural.
Well, it's nitrogen. You can, if you had leftover presents from Fixmas, you can still use the Fixmas color schemes. You can't. I mean, we never actually made any of the Christmas trees that produce presents, though, so we can't make any more presents than what we already have. So
we only do stuff with what we have already.
Yep. And to be fair, I didn't grab a significant amount before I just kind of got bored and stopped doing it at one point.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't want to continue doing Fixmix stuff because I wanted to get the power plant done so we had power, and then I just kind of didn't finish the power plant until now. So...
Alrighty then. We should be producing a full 60 iron plates per minute now, and it looks
yeah,
like
that'll definitely help other things. It looks like the fuel that's created as the byproduct of plastic is going well right now, although we are currently backed up on plastic, which I mean that's not too much of a surprise. The computers or whatever aren't producing at the rate that we need them to be producing, so... that would make sense for why the plastic's a bit backed up.
No, I think it is. I think it is up to. It's up to production rates now.
All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. How is the grid doing? We are up to okay. We've hit a point where it's going to be wavering for a bit here. but at peak 72,000 megawatts production.
Oh. No. 77.
Oh, we briefly hit 77 before it ramped back. Oh, whoa. Okay, no, a couple of generators do just come online at the same time. Oh, wow. Okay.
Good. And they're not wavering.
Actually, yeah, there's plutonium. Well, it takes a while. We are producing, or about to produce, are producing? We are basically producing plutonium. So, yeah, we are getting a decent amount of the nuclear waste now. Maybe? Let me check. If plutonium has reached... Oh, wow, that's a bunch of singularity cells traveling the belt here. Has plutonium reached the electromagnetic control rods are reaching? I don't think... Yeah, no, plutonium cells haven't reached the plutonium fuel rods yet, but they will soon, as we are now producing stuff on the belt, which means the plutonium reactors are going to start kicking into gear. Yeah, look at all. Let's see, there's this. I think what's going to be next. It does take a while from when the uranium fuel rods are produced to like when they actually get to their end destination, because they're on tier 1 belts, which go, some of which have to go real far. Strange how this stuff is really not, this nuclear waste is really just not irradiating, like when you stand next to it. Very strange. I mean, I'm getting irradiated here, but that could be from over there. No, actually, these things are producing some... They do have a slight stockpile, so that's probably what's causing that. Man, these particle accelerators be loud.
Yeah.
So
right as they ramp up to the full 700 megawatts.
So nice and quiet when you go all the way into the back here where we don't have machines operating yet. Hey, but here's some of the first plutonium fuel cells coming in, ready to... They're finally plowing the paths outside.
Yeah, after dinner I went outside and shoveled the driveway. That's why I was a little late getting on.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there was a thin layer of snow on the ground when I went to dinner, and then when I came back from dinner, there was like a bit of a thicker layer on the ground. So anyhow, yeah.
We are currently sitting at 82,000.
82,000 megawatts?
Yeah.
Well, the plutonium is about to hit the plutonium fuel rod crafters. Oh yeah. Look at that nice little power buffer there. And it's going to go a little bit higher. Oh, I mean... I can't tell from here if all of the nuclear power, if all the uranium plants are running yet.
Oh, we just had one go down.
Yeah.
And another one.
Yeah, the fuel supply is still not the most consistent thing for all of them at the moment. It'll take a little while for them to go fully consistent, but... Yeah, I can see at least one over here.
They last for a while they're on.
Oh yeah, there's like it's zero. So the uranium fuel rod crafters produce 0.4 fuel rods per minute each, and then one of those supplies 2 reactors.
Huh.
So, yeah. So that's like. That's like 5 minutes of fuel rod in each reactor. But that's for uranium. Everything else is much faster. So we have half the number of plutonium reactors because that goes faster. Same amount of power though. Our power production. Oh, it needs 30 cells to make one.
Oh,
and then we only have 5 of the fixonium. Oh, okay. The amount of plutonium cells in this manufacturer just got enough to start producing radiation. So.
For that.
I mean, it's not yet very much, but it will grow, because there need to be 30 to actually make one of the plutonium fuel rods. And after that, the plutonium waste gets fed back into this particle accelerator here, I believe, which is being filled up with singularities right now. Yep, plutonium waste. The plutonium waste then gets fed, no, that makes the plutonium waste in the particle accelerator makes fixonium, which is very radioactive, I've heard. That then goes into the quantum encoders to make a fixonium fuel rod, which is also insanely radioactive. Did you know you can use fixonium fuel rods to power vehicles that require fuel?
Why would I do that?
It's a very, very good source of energy. It'll last forever, and also irradiate the environment everywhere it goes.
Oh, so it does leave...
Oh yeah. Hella radiate. Like, using it in a vehicle, the vehicle will emit hella radiation, because fixonium is apparently incredibly radioactive. In fact, if we look at the codex for fixonium... Where is it? Fixonium. Use the production of this field. Use and production of this material is strictly prohibited on Earth. That is, there's no rules in space, only efficiency. The fixonium fuel rod used as a fuel, used as fuel for nuclear power plants. The power source that put Fix-It on the map. Literally, the crater is still there. Caution: moderately radioactive.
Power usage is 500 to 1500 megawatts. Oh, that's to make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fixonium fuel rod is mildly radioactive. I'm sure fixonium is also pretty radioactive. Plutonium pellet, caution, moderately radioactive. Okay, plutonium fuel rods are highly radioactive. Yeah, okay. Still, hanging it around the plutonium cells on a belt, completely fine. No ill side effects from standing here, watching all the nuclear waste fly by. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like before the plutonium kicks in, we're sitting at 82,000 megawatts on the grid. When every reactor is running, which they aren't all running yet. Eventually they will, though. Oh, we're starting to back up on singularities. That's nice. How many do these things require? Oh, only 7.5 of the plutonium cells per minute. That's good. Let's go back.
Is there still something else that goes in with the singularities?
Yeah, that's the waste. Or whatever. Yeah,
okay.
That's the
So
plutonium
waste.
Yet. Oh yeah, because we haven't produced any plutonium fuel rods and sent it through the reactors yet.
Gotcha.
And we're probably not going to have peak efficiency on the plutonium reactors until our uranium reactors hit peak efficiency, because we use the plutonium is created out of nuclear waste, which comes from the the uranium reaction. So until we have our full stream of nuclear waste, we won't get our full stream of plutonium, and therefore won't get our full stream of plutonium waste to make fixonium. So.
Alright then.
But the amount of plutonium waste that's coming in is a glorious sight to behold. Oh, okay. The radiation inside of these manufacturers is slowly accumulating. I have to stand further and further back. Wow, that's quite high radiation standing next to this thing. We need 6 more of the fuel rods in there for that thing to start up. I'm just gonna stand back here. See if the radiation starts to hit me here. There's 1. There's 5 left. Four. It's still gonna take a couple minutes for this thing to go, I think. 4. 3. 2. Slow belt, slowly moving. Oh, I see some of them are already moving. Is this going to be the last one, or is it going to need one more? It's going to need one more. Okay. But I see other ones of these are moving already. So that puts it into motion. Yep. How long does each one of these things take? 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes to make a single plutonium fuel rod. Go over here where the radiation isn't. I've had to do some wacky load balancing stuff here to make sure that these reactors get even distribution of their fuel. Hopefully. Everything should work out in the end. Yeah, so now we just wait for 4 minutes for there to actually be any plutonium fuel rods to fuel plutoniumly. That guy's waiting on some fuel there. See trains coming in over there. How much have I used in terms of my... I haven't used much in the filters yet. Then again, I haven't just been standing in the radiation for fun yet. That comes later. Just take a long time for this power plant to spin up, though. So that is something of importance to note, I guess. Cabin patient, how far along are you? You're like halfway there. You are like also halfway. It's you are almost halfway. Yeah, it's very radioactive over this way. Once we see the... Actually, yeah, we should relatively quickly see fixonium be produced once they get here, because it only takes 1 plutonium waste to make a fixonium. And then it takes 2 fixonium to make a fixonium fuel rod, so... And everything else for that's already here. So we just gotta wait. And the watch, with the luck that we have, it's gonna send the very first fuel rod all the way down to the very end there. That'll be very annoying. The singularity cells keep piling up, as does theoretically the amount of radiation inside of each of these crafters, or manufacturers. That's what they're called. They manufacture stuff at a very, very slow pace, which is exactly... Why is that one car in the middle of that train not rendering? Oh no, because that car is actually empty. Look at that. I'm pretty sure those trains are bunched relatively close together on that line, and it's... I think with that line, I can't necessarily tell which one from here, but if I had to guess, that's one of the trains that turns around over this way. With that line in particular... Oh, hey, there's another train that has some empty cars. Ooh. If I had to guess for some of these, it's definitely a case of the 2 trains that those lines have are... Ooh, there's a fuel rod, there's a fuel rod. The 2 trains on that line are bunched relatively close together, which doesn't matter because we just needed slightly over 1 train on the loop in order to be satisfied with the amount of resources. So, oh, and there's some more fuel rods. Wonder if I'll get radiated just standing here from that going by. But that one's probably going to make it to the... Yeah, no, this fuel rod's going to go to its reactor first. Ooh. And once this thing gets to its power plant, that's going to probably be the end of the stream as WAN show has started. So we wait till the fuel rod gets into its reactor, which hopefully it's this one. Go faster, please. Yeah, these things aren't that radioactive. Yeah, they're not that radioactive. I can still stand next to one of them on a belt and, yay, it is this reactor. And just chill. I'm just chilling next to my friend, plutonium fuel rod. Caution, very radioactive. Don't hold it in your inventory. You will die immediately. Probably not immediately, but you get the idea. You get the idea. Alright, so from 82,000...
Yes, immediately! Instantaneously! You will not survive!
This thing went online right as another thing went offline. Takes 10 plutonium per minute. Or makes 10 plutonium waste per minute, even. So, actually, we'll wait for the first plutonium waste to be produced, and then we'll end the stream there. It should only take, like, 6 seconds. Wait, no, it's 10 per minute. Right? 10 per minute? Well, it doesn't say anymore how much it is. Maybe it was 10 per rod. I don't know. Actually, I do know.
10 per minute.
Oh, there it is! Okay, actually, I said wait until this thing's produced. We'll wait until this blue waste makes it into this. That will really be the end of it all, though. So anyhow, with that, oh, there's radiation here from those guys. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to leave a like on the stream on your way out and subscribe for future live streams. We'll be back on Sunday, and we'll be working on some of this Phase 5 elevator stuff. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.